So I just came across this article by Steven Sims, and I'll put a link to it below. He says here that the Biden administration has killed your rights to repair your car. Now, please help me with this, because I'm going to read it to you, and I'm trying to understand what's going on, and maybe you can make heads or tails of it by leaving some thoughts in the comments section below. It says here, if you thought fixing your car was expensive before, get ready. For a long time, Steven writes here, automakers have been trying to make it difficult, if not illegal. Automakers now have been trying to make it illegal to fix your own car, truck, or SUV. The dream of too many in the industry is consumers having to go to dealerships, service departments for pretty much any maintenance or repair job, violating your right to repair or have an independent shop make your repairs for you. And it looks like, he says, the Biden administration has just handed them the key to make that dream a reality. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has told automakers it doesn't need to allow anyone wireless access to vehicles in order to diagnose and repair certain problems. And that flies in the face of the so-called right to repair law passed in Massachusetts and undoubtedly will make vehicle ownership more expensive. Safety apparently is the reason for this shift in regulatory policy. This wasn't included in a law voted on by U.S. Congress, but instead was just something Biden, through the National Highway Traffic Administration, has mandated. And just like that, automakers can be free to not share access to unique tools and information necessary to fix newer cars. Little background here. 3 years ago, Massachusetts voters affirmed that car owners should be able to get their cars repaired anywhere they want. A 2020 ballot question, which passed with 75% of the vote, updated the 2012 right to repair law to include telematics, which refers to vehicle data transmitted wirelessly. Such data can help auto repair shops diagnose and fix problems, but only if they can access it. And apparently the intent to right to repair is to force car makers to give vehicle data not only to their affiliated dealerships, but also to independent repair shops so that consumers can choose where to get their car serviced. The telematics ballot question was pitched as a way to update that law as technology evolved, since today's cars have more wireless features. For example, wireless technology can tell a dealership when a car's brakes are failing, let a driver start a car remotely, or automatically call 911 after a crash. So there's some background. The right to repair law, by the way, in the U.S., right to repair is a legal right for owners of devices and equipment to freely modify and repair products such as automobiles, electronics, and farm equipment. What is the problem with this right to repair? Well, the major argument against it is user safety. Opponents argue that despite having access to manuals and parts, people can still get injured by performing a repair that they are not trained to do. Steven goes on to write, this is not a conspiracy theory. Instead, this is a very real threat that could very easily cause the expenses associated with car ownership to inflate rapidly. He says there is a potential solution if Democrats and Republicans could take a moment and stop behaving like children engaging in a lunchroom food fight. They could work together and pass right to repair laws similar to what Massachusetts has in place. And he says we think most of their constituents would be grateful for that collaborative effort. So what do you think? Is this something we should be concerned about? Are you concerned that politics is getting in the way of simple car repair, forcing you to go to a dealership? I think there's some problems here, but hey, I'm just telling you what I found, and I need to hear your input on what's going on here. With that, I put the ball in your court. Thanks for watching. I look forward to reading your comments.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.